Hello for the curious people who want to understand how HERA works, and specifically the technical minds that are here. In this video, we're going to be explaining what's happening in the background for the HERA AI chatbot with Alex, who's the AI engineer for the HERA
Hello.
app. Hello, Alex. Introduce yourself.
Yep, I'm Alex, know you, and I'm the lead AI engineer for the HERA chatbot.
Okay, Alex. So, my first question is, when we enter HERA, we can see her welcoming us. She's welcoming us. Hello, I'm HERA. How can I help you today? So, how is that coded?
So that's found in one of our files here. So if we go to chat activity, this whole file is basically the mixed with the UI code and also the initialization process for it. So you can see here the HERA chat screen function. In here, we basically initialize the user ID, the messages that's going to appear, the context behind the messages, the chatbot readiness for any bug fixing, debugging, sorry. So yeah, what happens first when the user loads the page, it initializes an instance, a copy of the chatbot. So it will then be able to extract all the user data from the Firebase, which is the backend that we use. And
We'll
then,
show you Firebase,
yeah,
but let's
sure,
continue with this and show Firebase.
sure. Firebase, this is
Yeah,
our,
so it goes
yeah,
back to Firebase where all the user's data is logged, right?
yeah. So whenever the
Okay.
user logs in, they have a specific ID, and then the application gets that ID and fetches everything that's in that's associated with the ID. So like the cycles, for example, and all the cycle
Yeah,
logs.
show the data, how this is the data drafted. Yeah, okay. As
Yeah,
you can see, the energy level is there, the start date and date of your period is all drafted in Firebase, and then obviously the AI is fetching the data from here to be able to help the user.
yep.
Yep, so
Um,
let's go back.
sure. So yeah, it also uses whenever user logs in, the chatbot uses the latest log, so the most recent one, which would be this log here.
Mm,
So let's go back. So once all of that is logged, once all of that is fetched, then the chatbot will send a greeting message. Um, Let me quickly find it. I think it'll be up here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So it greets the user with the intro message. Um, and here's the layout code for the UI. With all the typewriting effects and the chat bubble as well. Um, yeah, and that's basically what happens
okay,
first. So it initializes
okay.
the page basically, with all the contents necessary, and then um, the user is free to type anything. So yeah, should we start with
Okay,
asking something?
so when is my next menstrual cycle? It gave me the next dates for my menstrual cycle. I want to understand what's happening in the background.
Sure, let's quickly ask that. Oops. Okay, when's my next menstruation? And then it'll be able to give you that. How does it do it? Well, that's inside the HERA chatbot file. There is a function called predict next period. So what this does is it fetches
The
as we've seen
previous,
previously. Yeah, with the
mm,
Firestore, all that data is fetched, and then the function will then pair all the consecutive dates of when the user had those cycles, and then it finds the gap between those states, so it can be able to find how long it took between each cycle. And then for each cycle, it creates an average, and with that average, it adds on to the latest date so that it can predict the next one, if that makes sense.
okay.
Yeah, and that's all that here. Calculate cycle lengths between each consecutive log. And then it adds the average onto that, and then it'll be able to give you the answer.
Your
Yeah.
next one.
Sure.
Yep.
Um,
Okay. Last time we asked, I'm feeling anxious. What does it mean? I know that the API is related to Cohere AI, but could explain that more to the technical users?
sure.
Because in this
So
situation, it's a bit of a general question. Yeah.
yeah, that's how the chatbot works. It's basically a hybrid. So it uses the HERA chatbot, which is hard-coded, and it uses Cohere for open-ended questions, such as this, where we ask, I'm feeling anxious, what does it mean? This is Cohere AI responding back. And what happens in this process is whenever the user gives a prompt that HERA chatbot can answer, it will fall back and Cohere AI will receive, or the API, should I say, will receive the user's message, give a
Mm.
response, and then retrieve or sends that response back to the application, where it copy pastes that response back to the user, as you can see here. So it's basically using ChatGPT, but Cohere AI is much more of a free version, so it's more of a budget type. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but it does just fine. It seems to give a good response as well. So it's basically the API connections between the app and the Cohere AI, their database.
Yeah. Okay, so now we go to not a general question. When the user is asking something about themselves, let's go to I'm feeling dehydrated because it gives you an
Sure.
advice in this situation. And let's explain how does this bit work. Uh, and it'll be an explanation for everything. It's hydration, mood, medication, and these kind of things.
So the HERA, so yeah, all the responses from the HERA chatbot, sorry, is all in this file. So we create a class for the HERA chatbot, and we give the symptoms, cycle dates, and cycle logs to it to store for the chatbot to use. So here is a list of all the keywords that the chatbot would find in a user's response, sorry, in a user's prompt. So if the chatbot finds the word eat or food or meal in that prompt, it would execute this function,
The
generate,
function, it will go to the
yeah,
function.
the
Okay.
function, which is here. So it will take the mood, the energy, and the hydration levels from Firebase. It fetches that, and then it will able to have that
Yep.
information ready. Um, and
So if you
then
say I drank zero water today, it
yeah,
will obviously see that in your data, and uh, it will give you an advice to get hydrated more
yeah, as you can
according
see
to the
here,
function related to that, which is give advice about.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
you're
true.
a bit dehydrated.
With water, yeah,
So as you can see, um, yeah, if we go, for example, to exercising, yeah, the function for exercising, it will give you tips about exercising. So if your energy is high, it will give you a tip about it.
So if the chatbot sees the words like exercise, workout, activity, those three keywords, it will be able to execute this function here. So it would be able to give a response based on the user's energy and pain levels. So whatever the energy and pain levels are for the user, it would generate a different response based on that. So as you can see here, if the energy is high but the pain is less than or equal to 3, it would give a more like
Of a
easy,
lighter exercise to
lighter,
do.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
like cardio, yoga. If the energy is medium or between 4 to 6 pain levels, it would say moderate pain. Try gentle stretching or walking even might even help. If the energy is low or the pain level is even higher, let me see. Yeah, it says rest is best today. Focus on relaxation and self-care. So really, it boils down to how the user feels, and what the user gives to the app. The more things it gives to the app, the more accurate and the more helpful
Yeah.
the chatbot would be. Yeah,
Now let's go to nutrition. Now let's
sure.
show the keywords for nutrition.
Yeah.
Anything
Um,
with eat, food,
yeah,
diet, meal, hungry. It
yeah,
will go to the function related to food, which is general diet recommendation, general
yeah,
diet recommendation.
yeah.
Yeah,
So if the mood is happy or the energy is high, either or, um, it would say it would state your mood and your energy levels, and then consider quinoa salad with citrus fruits as an example. So these are all hard coded, but the more funding we'll get, the more diverse the responses will be. But for now, just as like a mock example, this is what it would be able to generate. Um, yeah, it's so different things the user gives, different responses. Um,
now let's go to pain, for example. Uh,
sure. Yeah, so this
so
is
the
pain relief. Yeah, this is the function. So different. So yeah, pain and energy are sorry, pain scores are integers. So from 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 10,
Yeah,
it gives different types of pain relief. This is really important. So when pain is detected, high pain, it would consult you with a doctor. It'll give you that recommendation, which I hope later on we'll be able to connect with the NHS um, and be able to have the app as a midway, connection between
yeah.
the user and the doctor. Yeah,
So let's talk about the things that we would enhance, things that we would, would make the chatbot better, would enhance the chatbot in general, which is changing the hard-coded
yeah,
things. Here we have the keywords, and uh, as Alex was saying, here a chatbot is hard-coded. So any you might want to ask a certain question, but you give one of the words. I think we already gave an example, wasn't it? Is a
yeah,
24-day cycle normal?
yeah,
So if, for example, you give this, if you use another word other than cycle that is not one of the keywords that you see in here, it's obviously going to give you a normal answer, an advice about 24 cycle, is it normal or not, etc. But if you use the word cycle, obviously it's gonna take it as a keyword, so it's gonna go back to the function related to predicting your next period. So if you use any, obviously any of these keywords, it's just gonna execute the function, and that's
yeah,
one of the things that we want to change. But it's not really a big of an issue. It's still really helpful for end users. It gives advice that good advice. But yeah,
yeah,
um, that's the main thing that we would want to change, and it was mostly because of time and funding. That's why
yeah.
we had this issue. But it's yeah. Do you have anything to say, Alex?
No, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
thank you so much, Alex, for this presentation for your effort for this amazing work.
thank you for
Really
having me.
happy, really happy to work with an amazing group like this. Yeah, and that was it. That was the video for the AI background, for the AI technical and back end and front end. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.